Hi, thank you for joining me for this review of this Eachine Lizard 105S micro FPV racing drone, supplied courtesy of Banggood.com for review. Now this is a BNF version, and mine has come with a FrSky XM Plus receiver. You can also get it with FlySky and Spectrum DSM2 and DSMX. Comes nicely packaged in this box. And quite an impressive looking quick start guide. And if we have a look here, we get prop guards. And this is the Eachine Lizard 105S. Now the model suggests that it's a 105mm, but it's actually a 130mm frame. And is quite a unique frame too. If you look at the shape and the design, it's got these struts on either side. We have a look at the engine mounts here. Very different. And rather than mounting it on a flat surface, it's mounted on a vertical surface. So I presume this design is to try and save weight, but then got a lot of additional screws and these aluminium hinges that add to the weight, but I'm going to trust that Eachine determined that it's still a lighter weight than using a 3mm flat frame. But if it's sturdy, it should do its job quite well. This little antenna is quite striking and different. And this is a UX2 antenna. So it'll be good to see how this performs. The props look quite striking too. They're quite big and have a good pitch and angle, and actually very flexible, so shouldn't get damaged too easily. Now my friend Andy RC got a beta version of this a while back and did a lot of testing with it and had a frustrating experience with a lot of video vibration, but eventually managed to resolve it by using one of my favorite substances, blue tack, to secure the camera and eliminate the jello. So I see here there is some substance, maybe like a silicone. So I'm going to leave everything as it is and see how it performs when I take it for a test flight. And this camera is a 1/4 inch, adjustable, which is good. 1280 by 720p HD CMOS camera with a horizontal field of view of 130 degrees and a vertical field of view of 100 degrees. The motors feel good, have got strong magnets on them for their size, and this comes with 1104 6000 kV brushless motors. And then we have an omnibus F4 SD flight controller with Betaflight 3.2 and a dumping box mount. Below this, we've got 28 amp BL Heli S ESCs, D-Shot 600 ready with a peak of 35 amps, so it could take a 5-cell battery too. And then above here we've got a switchable 25 and 200 milliwatt VTX with an integrated DVR. Underneath here, it can take a micro SD card up to 32 gigabytes. And this is NTSC and PAL compatible. And looks as though it's a little bit tricky to get the SD card in here. But I'll get an SD card and we'll put one in. So very nice to be able to record FPV directly onto an SD card too for better quality video. And here's the FR Sky XM Plus receiver, bind button over there. And this also has telemetry RSSI only for this XM Plus and the Fly Sky receiver. We look underneath, comes with a silicone mat for the battery mount, which is good. We've got an XT30 connector for connecting the battery. And a battery strap with silicone for grip too, which is good. So this is quite an impressive design, and if the frame's strong enough and holds up big knocks, it'll be very good. And you know, if an arm gets damaged, the arms are separate units, so it should be quite easy to replace. The strut is also a separate unit. And can be replaced separately if it gets damaged too. It looks as though quite a bit of thought has gone into this design to save weight and to repair quickly and easily. And this comes with a 14.8 volts 550 mAh 60C battery. So a nice battery, a 4-cell, nice size. With an XT60 connector. I'll also be trying this with a Tattoo 650 mAh battery. We get 4 spare propellers, spare screws, a spare silicone mat, and some velcro. Get a star Phillips screwdriver and an Allen key. Also get 2 cable or zip ties. And some more screws. So definitely not a shortage of screws. So this quick start guide gives quite a comprehensive breakdown of the parts and is good provided the parts are available. Gives us the specifications, good diagrams and illustrations for the FC board and the ESCs. VTX connection diagram, bands and channels, DVR connection, and how to insert the micro SD card, receiver connection diagram, and bonding procedure, connecting to a Tyrannus radio controller, then Betaflight settings for the FlySky receiver 2, and the Spectrum DSM receiver as well. So a very impressive, colourful, good quality, quick start guide. And let's have a look at the weights. And put the battery on too. So with the 550 mAh battery, it comes in at 148 grams, which is below that intimidating 150 grams. And if I have a look what the effects of the 650 mAh battery will be, that's going to put me over the 150 grams. So we'll see how it goes with this 550 mAh, but it should be good. So I'm really looking forward to flying this, so let me go ahead and get it bound and set up with my Tyrannus radio control transmitter. Okay, so I've got the Lizard 105S set up. I'll go to the menu. Okay, we've got it in mode D16. And to set it to bind. Get the battery ready to connect here. Press and hold down the bind button. Connect the battery. You can see a green red light there. Release, press bind, red light flashing, stop the bind process here, disconnect battery, reconnect the battery, and I've got a solid green light on the receiver, so this is it bound. Just exit here, click arm, and yes, got power, and disarm. Okay, connected to Betaflight now, so the first thing I'm going to do is back up, and I go to my Betaflight backup folder, Eachine Lizard 105S, factory default, and save. And then I'm going to go to the CLI. And I'm going to copy all of this. Copy. Go back to factory defaults here. Create a text file, call it CLI backup, paste, save. So that's that done. Okay, so we go back to setup here. We have a look at ports. USB VCP enabled and UART3 serial RX enabled here. Go to configuration. Got D-Shot 600 enabled here. Craft name has already been named to Lizard 105S. Serial based receiver on S-Bus for the Tyrannus and the FR Sky receiver. Got LED strip enabled and OSD. Just have a look at failsafe. Okay, it'll drop, which is good. Look at the PIDs. These are the default PIDs, so I'll leave the PIDs as they are. Look at receiver. I'm on TAER 1234. The RSSI channel already set to auxiliary 12. Just check throttle, check yaw, check pitch, check roll. Values are pretty okay at 1500. This one's just a little bit low at 1497. Go to modes. Okay, I've got auxiliary 1 on arm. That's working. Speed modes on auxiliary 2. So we got angle in the first position. Air mode in the second position. No acro mode. So let's add acro on auxiliary 2. So we've got that. Look at beeper on beeper on auxiliary 4. Okay, that's beeper on auxiliary 4. And I want OSD on auxiliary 3. Where's OSD? And then OSD, I'm going to add range here on auxiliary 3. And that's that enabled. Going to save. We have a look at the OSD here. So we've got the RSSI value set up, main battery voltage, crosshairs, yeah, we've got them there. Flight mode, craft name, current draw and MAH draw. I prefer metric units, so that's fine. Got the video format set at auto. I'll change it to PAL and save here. Going to leave the layout as it is on here. Post-flight statistics over here. We've got average cell voltage here. Go to LED strip. You have the default settings for the LED strip. Let's just have a look at power and battery. So minimum cell voltage 3.3, maximum 4.3. Warning at 3.5. which is okay. Go back to CLI here. And here we can see the target is Omnibus F45D 3.2.0 dated September the 28th, 2017. And now I'm going to back up the CLI settings that have changed now. If we go back to setup here, I'm now going to back up again to my settings and save here. So those are the settings and setup in Betaflight. Okay, and let me put a micro SD card in here. Try slot it in under there. Okay, so it doesn't clip or click into place, but should be quite secure there. Take it out will be a little bit trickier. I can use a screwdriver, pull it out, so it's much easier to get in than it is to get out. And now I'm going to secure these two receiver 2.4 gigahertz antennas with cable or zip ties. Okay, so these are the antennas secured. Battery connected, use the velcro to help secure it into position and holding nicely under here. So let's go and see how it rips. Okay, let's see how the Eachine Lizard 105S goes. They're all ready to go. Okay, holding nice and steady. The puncher. Wow. Quite a big punch out here. Right. Really light, agile. Get it out of the way of the sun. Really fast, agile, nice. Turns very quickly, very responsive. turns on a dime, climbs well. Really flies nicely. I try and keep it a little bit closer for the camera because it's so small. Okay, is that low battery alarm? No, did beep. Okay, I'm getting low battery alarm. No sound now, maybe it's just fluctuating out. The punch out. Yeah, nice punch out. Okay, low battery, let me bring it in. So it flies really well, very responsive. We'll see what the videos come out like. Hopefully there won't be any vibration on it. I unfortunately didn't set the props to continue spinning to do any flips and rolls, but it really does perform very well. Maneuvers well, turns well, accelerates very well. Did have a couple of hard landings. Just bent the propellers but straightened them out and they're fine. So far quite durable and strong too. So great little micro racer.